Hello guys, welcome back to the Alfath Gaming channel. Guys, finally, the moment the Chaos World players have been waiting for is just around the corner. After the massive server merge process that combined 8 servers into just 2 servers, we will finally enter a new chapter in Chaos World. The date, June 28, will be the first Siege War after the server merge. But don't be happy yet, because not all guilds can participate. Only guilds that successfully enter the top 6 ranking on each server are eligible to participate in the Siege War. So if your guild manages to qualify, congratulations. You will get access to the content that I find the most interesting in this update. Well, let me show you here. If your guild passes, a new menu called Chaos Altar will appear. Inside, there are 3 different altars. At first glance, they do look similar, but actually, the main prizes from each altar are very different. That's why you shouldn't just choose randomly. I'll explain one by one. Let's start with the first altar. This altar focuses on the Ancient Descendant rewards. If you open the Descendant collection, the highest tier currently is still Ancient. The stats provided are also far above Legend. So for those of you who want to quickly increase your combat power, the first altar is very interesting in my opinion. Now let me show you. Here we have Rare, Hero, Legend, and then Ancient. Unfortunately, the Ancient rate is really nerve-wracking. The chance is only about 1%. It means, if you get it, it's a blessing. If not, at least you'll still get a consolation prize. Now let's move on to the second altar. If the first altar focuses on Descendants, the second focuses on Ancient Pet. In my opinion, this is also very worth it, because pets not only increase character status, but also provide a quite significant passive effect. Now, let's take a look at the pet collection. The highest tier is also Ancient, and just like before, the rate of getting an Ancient pet is also only 1%. So if your character already has a good Descendant, but still lacks a pet, maybe the second altar could be a more reasonable choice. Well, now let's move on to the altar that I find the most intriguing. That is the third altar. Why? Because the main prize is not a pet, not even a Descendant, but a rare material called Breath of the Sun. Many might be wondering, Sister, what is this item for? Well, let me show you. If we go to the craft menu and then select event, here you can see that Breath of the Sun is used to create a mythic weapon. That's right, mythic. It means there will be weapons whose levels are even above Ancient, and to create one mythic weapon, you will need 30 Breath of the Sun. Wow, if the drop is only 1 by 1, our journey is still very long, especially since the rate of this material is only about 1%. If it can later be traded to the market or trade, I'm sure the price will be insane, because there will definitely be many wealthy players who will rush to be the first to use the mythic weapon. If you happen to be unlucky, don't worry, it doesn't mean you go home empty-handed, because you still get a prize of 100,000 gold pouch. So there are still results. Now just discuss it with your guild. Need Descendant more? Pet? Or a mythic material investment? Besides Siege War, there is a change that I think we will actually feel every day. That is the new channel system. Well, let me give you an example. Now every map has 2 options. There is a safety channel and a PK channel. If you are really playing in front of the screen, I personally highly recommend joining the PK channel. Why? Because you get a 20% gold and 20% EXP bonus. If you farm for hours, this bonus is very noticeable. But if you want to go AFK, or go to sleep, or are working, just move to the safety channel, so your character doesn't suddenly get killed by another player. Well, this update has finally arrived. That is the one-on-one trade feature. Now transactions between players are much easier. I'll show you how, okay? You just need to enter the name of the target character, then set a password as a security measure. Done. So if you want to send an item to your own character, or trade with a guild friend, it's now much safer than before. Lastly, the developer also made adjustments to the Wizard class. If you're a Wizard player, you might immediately notice the difference, because some skills have been balanced to make their performance more competitive. In addition, Tower of Rage also opens a new floor. That means, for players with high CP, now there are new challenges and rewards that are definitely more interesting. If you ask me, out of all the updates this time, which one is the most interesting? Siege War, Ancient Pet, or perhaps a mythic weapon? Write your opinions in the comments section, okay? If this video helps, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I am Alfath. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.